Thank you, Mayor and council members. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I wish it was certainly under different circumstances, but I appreciate you welcoming us here and giving us the opportunity to answer any questions that you may have. My name is Eric Lamoureux. I'm the Assistant Director of Disaster Response Operations for Cal OES. And as was indicated in a press conference that was hosted here yesterday, we are in a significant emergency situation that requires a collaborative effort across all of California. Cal OES's role in any emergency is to wrap around the communities affected, and unfortunately right now we have a number of communities and a number of California residents that are impacted by this emergency. As we've been seeing with the Grand Princess cruise ship, we have on that ship almost 80% of the passengers were California residents, and over 100 of those were San Mateo County residents. And unfortunately, with the way the virus works, those individuals need a level of quarantine. Dr. Red can speak more to that after me. And we have sites set up in partnership with the federal government at Travis Air Force Base and at Miramar Air Force Base in San Diego. But those sites will only allow individuals that are currently negative or that have tested negative for coronavirus to stay there. And as individuals become positive, oftentimes those individuals are positive, but they have no symptoms. But unfortunately, they can't stay at that military base in either Travis or Miramar. And so we're having to look at establishing alternate care sites like we're establishing here in the city of San Carlos. And I would imagine as the weeks and months go on, we are going to see more of these sites having to be put into service at different parts of the state. So we very much appreciate the partnership here with the city of San Carlos. As was mentioned, we came to you and informed you what we intended to do. And that is never the position that we want to put local governments in, but unfortunately, because of the very dynamic and fast-moving nature of this scenario, specifically with the Grand Princess, but also globally with the emergency that we're dealing with, it was a circumstance that we had to deal with. As was noted, we had a very willing partner in the property owner, but this location also, when you look at the back end, as these individuals are coming out of quarantine, it provides logistically a very convenient way in which for them, especially those folks that have to fly out of the area, the proximity to San Francisco International Airport is a tremendous benefit for the individuals as well. We certainly all of us as Californians need to come together to support those that are impacted by this virus. And certainly the example that's been shown by the city of San Carlos and the county of San Mateo has been tremendous. And I certainly hope, as we are actively looking at several other communities with hotels that we may end up securing to set up similar options. I sincerely hope that they look at San Mateo County and the city of San Carlos as a model of partnering with us. This site, as was noted before, and Dr. Red can speak to in greater detail, is going to be for those individuals that have tested positive or have symptoms that won't allow them to stay at the military base. And so, although it's a 120-room hotel, we don't necessarily believe that we're going to fill the hotel, but it is certainly possible that we may. As was noted, there's about 7 individuals in the hotel currently, and there is a flow of additional individuals that may be arriving tonight. And we have set up systems to ensure that both the city and the county are kept abreast of that as those individuals arrive. As I've noted before, security, safety of the passengers that are in the hotel, the workers that are supporting those individuals, and your community is paramount. And Dr. Red can speak more to the personal protective equipment that is used to keep the workers safe and the provisions they go through in terms of training and fit testing that equipment and utilization of that equipment to ensure that there's no spread of anything off that site. Security has been a huge priority today. We established last night perimeter fencing around the property. The U.S. Marshals are on site. We have temporarily deployed personnel from the California Highway Patrol to augment the U.S. Marshals Service as they continue to flow in additional officers. And we'll continue to provide any additional bridging support to our federal partners. As you can imagine, across this nation, Dr. Red and other professionals like him are extremely taxed in the number of operations that they are having to support in communities large and small. And so to the extent we need to step in to support the federal government, this is their mission, this is their responsibility, but we will provide the support to help bridge solutions where it is necessary. And the deployment of the CHP is an example of that. At your request, we've deployed a number of personnel into the city of San Carlos and the county of San Mateo to provide a direct liaison and support. I have 2 emergency services coordinators that are here tonight and are deployed in your city EOC and county EOC. I have a member, assistant chief from our law enforcement branch that is deployed down here. We have an assistant chief from our fire and rescue branch. And then we have a representative from our public information office that's working with your public information office professionals on answering questions from the public and the media. And finally, tonight, Mark Hoover, deputy chief from our law enforcement branch. I've deployed Deputy Chief Hoover here to be our principal senior state official in San Mateo County in the city of San Carlos, so that you have a senior level representative leading our team here on the ground and a go-to for you. So again, thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. Happy to answer any questions when it's appropriate.